Can you what? Oh, can, how? Like anybody else want to charge? Not my electricity, so I very gladly charge for you. Okay, we're going to do our linear law. So what I have here is, right, I very kind that I went to use Desmos, right, to sketch the graphs for you all so that we can save a lot of time and do more practices. But those of you who are tested on linear law, right, please help me to practice a lot more. Okay, no, it's not in the book, it's here. Help me to take. It's actually in our revision booklet. So I don't want to give you all the revision booklet so early you're going to lose it. So I finish the syllabus first, then I give you all the revision booklet. Okay? Okay, just make sure you have sorry, remind me to print for you the homework later. Okay, so what I have, okay, linear law. You learned linear law already last year? Or this year? This year. Okay, so it should be quite fresh. Who learned last year? Oh. Then you also learned this year, huh? That's why you all tested. Oh. How many more sets do you all need? Okay. Who have it? Oh, okay. Rian is in the chat, okay? Okay, then you will need the graph. See, it's so nice. I plot for you. Oh, you where to find such a nice pattern. Okay. Yesterday I also plot, but then I plot wrong. So no promises. Maybe I plot wrong also. Okay. I use the small one. Then I very cannot. Rian, you learn linear law already? Yes, I learned already, huh? Okay, perfect. Okay, you should have one graph and one worksheet. Linear law is what? Draw straight lines. Okay, I'm going to help you all with linear. Guys, what's the whole reason for learning linear law? So you see, sometimes, right, linear law is more for people, right, to do analysis. So like, for example, those of you who want to go JC, right, linear law very, very important for you all because you all have a statistics portion in your H2 math. Okay, so the linear law is what? So for example, today, right, okay, I have everybody's, I don't know, like results, for example, lah. Then my results are like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Then my graph is like that. Am I able to give a generic trend? Cannot, ma. Correct? So this is like, I don't know where my shape is like that. It could be like x cubed lah. It could be like, like x power 5 lah, whatever lah. Correct or not? So linear law, right, means you're trying to turn any disgusting looking graph into a straight line. Into a straight line like that. Do we understand this? Then when you get a straight line, of course, straight line can go up, can go down lah. All right. So we just crash course this whole thing. We will do an in-depth one during our revision class around June holiday, July-ish. But now it's just for those who are tested. So those of you who are tested, right, please practice some questions to let me mark, okay? Can Don't get zero because linear law is very high weightage one. So what I have from here is, okay, let y'all find empty space, okay? Okay, what's the purpose of doing linear law? I write it on the first page lah. Okay, you help me to write down big Y equals to M big X plus C. All right. What's the purpose of writing big Y and big X? Because it can be ln, it can be log, it can be Y over X, it can be X squared, it can be anything one. But please always remember one thing. Help me to take note. These are the only two things that you must find. So number one, this is my gradient. Okay, this is my gradient. And the last one over here, this is your y-intercept. So this is your, like, same concept as E-math. All right. So nothing new, nothing scary. But why are students so bad with linear law? Not enough practices. Because every time, right, when a school teacher gives you one question, right, you take about half an hour to finish one. So they also don't give a lot of practices. But the thing is, I already confirm plus chop no linear law will come out in exam. So why don't we practice some more? Right? Because it will help you. Well, eventually, linear law will be one of your weapons to do well. And we got to train speed lah. You don't take half an hour, draw the graph, die. The other question, no time to do already. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the easiest one first. Okay, we're going to fill up this page. I'm on the next page, I think. Okay? So we're going to fill up this entire thing so that we know what are the common linear law questions. Alright? Okay, so what I have here is everybody, I want you all to rewrite for me. Rewrite in the form of y equals to a times 1 over x plus b. Okay, like that. So what's the purpose of writing like that? So that you can see this is your big Y, this is your That means this is your big Y and big X. So one thing I need you all to understand is that this phrase is very important. You are drawing your graph, right? Y against 1 over X. Okay? So when they say against means what? Means vertical against horizontal. Are we clear with that? Vertical against horizontal. If I want to be evil to you, right, I will make you plot something like X square against 1 over Y. Then you all confirm do wrong one. Because the X square is here, the 1 over Y. You see how I try to trick you? Yeah, because you're not used to X being on the vertical, right? So this is just me being evil, okay? So anyway, from here, right, you should be able to tell that your gradient is A and your y-intercept is B. So they're just nice variables like that. Are we okay? That's nice constants like that. Okay? So this one here, right? The next one, okay? This one very obvious already. Because you can see what are we plotting? We are plotting 1 over y against x squared. Can you all see this? 1 over y against x squared. Alright? Okay. So then, of course, you can see gradient and y-intercept as well. Gradient and y-intercept. Okay, so this one over here, Jella, can this be the y-intercept or not? Got the stupid square root y there. So how do you get rid of the square root y? You will multiply by square root y throughout. Can we understand that? So you get rid of it. So when you do this, right, it will be y root x plus, salah, equals ax plus b. So now what am I plotting, Jella? Y root x against? Correct. Can we understand the logic or not? Rian can follow? Alright. So we have, yeah. Alright. Rian must be thinking what chapter is this, is it? Okay, can So we continue, okay? Okay, then after kind of okay, so this one here, Zhixiang, can this be the y-intercept or not? Because got x, cannot, So what will you do to get rid of the x? Divide by the whole thing. So y over x, this is ax plus b. So darling, what am I plotting? Y over x against? Thank you. Good job. Against x. Okay? Okay. So now it's more exciting because I have my power now, right? My x is in my power. So I love it when my x is in the power because I have a choice to do log both sides or ln both sides. Okay, so when do I confirm ln? When it's exponential, I sure ln one. Okay, otherwise you just look at the question because 9 out of 10 question will tell you what they want you to plot. Okay, so how do we do this? So we're going to log both sides. So we're going to log y and then we're going to log abx, power x I mean. Alright, this is my nightmare when I was a student because I always forget how to split this. So please remember, in order to split this, right, this is log a plus log b power x. Can see the difference or not? It's not log, not straight away bring down the x one. You have to split it up first. Understand or not? So after you split it up already, right? Now you can finally bring this guy in front. Okay? So when you bring this guy in front, I rearrange a bit so that I can have big Y equals to mx plus c. So this is plotting log y against x. So my gradient is log b. My y-intercept is log a. Same for ln. Ln will also split this way. Alright? But I got something very important to say. Let's say today, right, I have log b equals to 5. Okay, 0.25, for example. Guys, how to find b? What's the base of LG? 10. So this one must be 10 power 0.25. So we did this, same concept. We did this, right, when we were doing ln. Meaning, right, if I got ln b equals to 0.25. Sophia, do you remember what's the base of ln? It's just e power 0.25. So these are the two common things that y'all must be looking at. Okay? Can So you can ln or you can log. But the moment you see exponential, you must use ln already. So guys, put a star for this one. This is the, I would say this is one of the biggest mistake that we can spot. Because you need your, every time okay, now my Sec 3 A math class, right, they are doing logarithm. Every lesson their face is like that. Then I always tell them I know one because right when you all go to Sec 4, what's your most hated topic? Logarithm lah. Always one, every year the same one. Okay, but yeah, logarithm is one of the most irritating chapter. I also don't know why. Actually, if you ask me what's the purpose of learning logarithm, there's only one application. Logarithm is just a different way of representing big numbers, that's all. Yeah, will you ever use it? No, I don't think so. Unless you tell me you're going to study the environment, then you're going to look at like maybe the magnitude of earthquakes and stuff. Then okay, you look at logarithm. Otherwise, logarithm, the person who invented it, I feel like killing him, but he died already, I think. Okay, but confirm lah. Okay, but there's no use. Why you torture us like that? That's the problem lah. Okay, but sometimes, maybe sometime down the years they will remove. I don't know. Because last time during my time, right, AMF got 24 chapters one. Now how many? Now I think 15 or 16 around there only, right? Yeah. I got a lot of things that I learned, right? That until today I cannot find a use for it one. So hopefully the MOE will remove more stuff, but not for you all, huh? You all just suffer first, okay? The only time the students asking why cannot let them remove for our batch, I say can, you let COVID happen again lah. Then last chapter they remove ah. Okay, can ah? Okay, let's continue with the next one. Okay, we're going to practice a little bit. We're going to just do the first one and the third one. Okay, let's do this together. Okay, let's see what we have. Ready? Okay, so we're going to see this. So, okay, yes, I forgot to say. Linear law, there are only two types of question. What are the two types of question? Without drawing a graph, drawing a graph. That's all. Without drawing a graph, for the past 15 years in O-level, came out once. Drawing a graph, all 14 years came out. Okay, but don't ask me to predict. I don't want to sabo you, okay? But anyway, must know. So those of you who are tested for WA, right? They stated linear law, right? High chance, with graph, without graph, both are tested, okay? But for you, are tested on everything, right? Either one. Can So the rest of us preparing for prelim in the future, right? You only need to prepare one only. Okay, but those WA1, high chance you have two. Okay, can See how much they want to test lah. Alright, okay. So let me just help you all to plot. Always sketch out to see, okay? So you are plotting like that. So I will just plot like that and like that. Okay. Then I'll plot this one. 1 over y is my vertical axis. This is my horizontal axis like that. Okay. Then they gave me this. So this is a straight line. Everybody agree, right? So I'm going to choose my point. Negative 3 and 1 here. Agak, okay? Then 3 and 6 is here. So draw the line. So this is the line. Okay, I don't need to care where it intersect. It doesn't matter to me, okay? Okay, so now, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to express y in terms of x. Don't worry first, okay? Because what you need to do, understand is, guys, what's the format of a straight line? Y equals to? Mx plus c, correct? So there are only two things you need to find. Let's see what we need to find. Number one, can we all find our gradient? Okay, so gradient, just use the 2 points. Your A math, don't do funny things. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Don't do wrong, okay? So you all do the working yourself. Come, let's have my gradient out for me. Okay, you all calculate. I'm going to open my answer key. Then I count wrong, I also don't know. Okay, gradient can count, right? Same as your coordinate geometry in E-math, okay? You so late drink chagi, you cannot sleep tonight, Can sleep one, Yeah, young people, good for you. Okay, what's your gradient, Jia Le? Oh, you haven't count? Okay, fifth? Okay, you all do the working, so I put dot. Rian got 5 over 6 not. Just use the 2 points since they lie on the straight line. Yes, right? Okay, Jia Le sure can get, right? So now, right, guys, I don't want you all to complicate matters. Don't plug in your 1 over y. Don't plug in your x squared. I want you all to do it this way. Controlling teacher is here. Y equals to mx plus c. Okay, y equals to mx plus c. So, how do we do this? Your m, right, is already found ready. Can you all see your m already found ready? Yes, right? What's your x and y? Just choose any point on the line. I choose these two lah. Okay, so don't confuse yourself. Because if you put here, I scared you put 1 over 6. You put 3 square. Wrong already. We just put in the coordinates. So from here, when I put in, right, 6 equals to 5 over 6 times 3 plus c. Okay, find c for me. I think it's positive and fraction, I think. Sophia, what do you get? Hey, you haven't buy calculator. Are you still using the old one?
Yeah.
And I think WA did not so what, right? Thanks, Rian. Oh, okay. Okay lah, Rian, one chapter. Oh, but point number, okay lah, can. Easy, easy. Don't worry. Can one, Rian. Okay. Later I check the date. You got the date? You got send me the date? Later I see. Sorry, what did you say? Oh, I see. Oh, you said you borrow your sister one. Okay, I heard that. Okay, then after that, what you see? 7/2. Thank you. Okay, so now, right, guys, we plug in accordingly, okay? So when we plug in accordingly from here, okay, this one here will be, now your y was what? Your y was 1/y. Okay, 1/y equals to m, which is 5/6, x plus c. So like that. Okay? So then after that, you see what they want? They want y in terms of x leh. So they want, okay, later I see Rian, thank you. So they want this one here. So what you are going to do is you just don't need to worry so much because you want to make y the subject. So I'm going to make all the denominator the same. So this is 6, are you okay? Then this is 5x squared plus 21. So Rian, if I want to make y the subject, right, I just need to tombalik only. So what will it become though? Ah, yeah, like that. So this is done already. Can we understand this? So if you all see my steps, right, this step is crucial. Okay, this step is crucial, very important, okay? So what we have from here, this is done. Is that okay? They're pronouncing your name correctly. Wrong How is it supposed to be? Jia Xiang? Zhe Xiang Wait, now then tell me 828 already. Zhe Xiang Is it T-Z-E Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, can Okay, try the third one. Same thing. So you all sketch out first, okay? Okay, Rian, you try sketch out first. I see Rian's one is when? 13 May, okay. Okay, so we plot it out first. Tada. This is ln y against x cubed. Okay, so we plot. So we got 2, 4 here, and 5 and 13 here. 2, 4, 5, and 13. Okay, Rian, step 1, go and find the gradient for me. Could you do that, please? Yes, Rian, no problem. You reach out to me, okay? I scared I forget. Already is like that one. Okay, what's the gradient, darling? 3, thank you. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing. Y equals to mx plus c. Don't confuse yourself by putting in all your funny numbers, right? So from here, right, y will be, you just choose any coordinate lah. Just saying which one you want to choose? 2, 4 or 5, 13. I follow you. 2, 4? Okay, so 4 equals to m x plus c. Guys, no matter what you use, right, you still get the same c, okay? So my c is, oh no, negative. Okay, too bad. Never mind. It's fine. Okay, c equals to like that. So what we have here is, now we plug in, okay? My y is what? My y is ln y. Then my gradient is 3. Then this is x cubed minus plus c. So minus 2. So now, they die want you to make y the subject. So what's the opposite? Just now, Sophia told us, so Faith, what's the opposite of ln? I must make my base as e. Very good. So e power, the whole thing. Can you understand that? Okay? Okay, so this is what you need. This is all you need to do for your no graph one. Not too scary, right? Tell okay? Hi, right, wrong How come I get minus 2 from where for this one? 4 minus 6 ma. The what? It's okay. Now you know. It's okay. Okay? Okay. So, right, those of you who are tested on linear law, please help me to finish up page 117. Okay, page 117. Then I'll mark for you. All right, page 117. And then page 118. These two will be all that you need to do. Of course, those of you who are not tested, you want to do, I'll be more than happy to mark for you, okay? Just that I won't be going through in class because next week I intend to do the same thing. WA2 we go through. Then I intend to start a little bit of integration because my Sundays class started last week, but y'all haven't started yet. Yeah, but no stress because where are you tested until Don't know Where are they doing now? Oh, okay. I can slow down. Don't so fast. Okay, can. So I will start a bit on integration techniques also because only one of us tested on integration techniques, so I got no hurry. I would rather make sure our differentiation is super strong because differentiation the weightage for O level too high already. I cannot risk it. Okay, can Okay, so let's do the next part. We got last 30 minutes. Let's go. And good, everybody was quite punctual today. Okay, guys, we're going to do jump to page 122. I don't know whether your number is the same. We're going to do this one first. Question 3. Question 3. Okay, so question 3, right? I believe you have the graph drawn for you, but let's not look at the graph first. I am more worried about this kind of questions because majority of your friends are going to get linear law correct and they're going to get full marks for this one lah. So we have to make sure that we are as good as them. Okay, otherwise moderation, we're going to be at disadvantage from here. Okay, so let's look at the question. You can tell one, okay, that this is a linear law question. Usually you have a table, all right? So you're going to draw your graph. So we have the equation from here. So we got our table of values. But guys, if you plot this table, it's going to look like this. Xiao Ting Tong graph. Okay, so you confirm not plotting this table one. So what I have here is that, guys, they're going to ask you to plot this against this. So log y is my vertical, x is my horizontal. Okay, so we're going to plot this. Okay, before we start plotting, right, I'm going to let you all understand an overview, okay, of what you all will actually need to find. Okay, number 1, right, you will always have to draw your table. Just find any empty space. Okay, so you will draw your new table. Your new table of values. Okay, so you're supposed to draw a new table depending on what you're plotting lah. Alright, then after you draw already, right? Okay, after you draw the table, right? The next thing I want you all to do is, this one very important, okay? You must visualize. Then you ask me visualize what, correct or not? I want you to visualize where is your y-intercept. Because, right, every single time I give student a linear law test, right, I will always hear somebody draw, like 10 minutes later, I will hear somebody say, oh shit. Then I will know what happened already. So what happens is like that. This is your graph paper, right? Okay, so in O level, right, they may give you the axis, okay? But if they don't give you, right, so that you all will draw yourself. This is your graph paper like that. Correct or not? So let's say this one is log y, this one is x squared. Anyhow, okay, so this is my graph paper. Rian can see my graph paper. Okay, then after that, you all will plot. Plot. Okay, a bit ugly. Wait. Plot. Like that. So you all will connect the line, correct or not? But for linear law question, what are you all supposed to find? You always must find gradient and y-intercept, confirm plus chop. So if let's say you plot, let's say for example, your graph paper, don't know how to draw. Maybe like that. Because you all maxed out the graph paper, so log y like that. Then your y-intercept, how to draw? Cannot find already. That's why they oh shit lah. Because when this thing happens, right, just like what do you need to do? Erase the whole thing, redraw again. 10 minutes gone. Can we not have that happen? Can, right? Okay, so I already warned you already. But every time I warn you all, like not fierce enough, still going to make the same mistake one. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. Okay, same for EMAth also, okay? You all are the last batch that you all need to draw graph. Do you all know that? Next year O level onwards, no need to draw graph already. Because next year O level is the Singapore set one. Yeah, never mind. Make it work, okay? Last one is always the best one, right? Okay, so you visualize where's your y-intercept. And how do you visualize where's your y-intercept, guys? Your y-intercept, right, is always y equals to 0. So your x will be equals to 0. But of course, I put this because most of the time it's not a real x. Do you agree with me? Correct, right? So you just visualize from here. Later, I'll show you how to visualize. But this is something that you all must know. Okay? Then you all will need to calculate the gradient and the y-intercept. So there are some rules that you have to listen, okay? So when you do your gradient, you are not allowed to use the coordinates that you found in your table. Okay, so when you do your gradient, you cannot use your table points. You cannot use your y-intercept. Clear or not? Okay, so you cannot do that. So you have to find points. Then when you find points, right, you see, let's say if I draw a straight line, right, then there's a lot of grids like that, right? I want you to try to find points that lies nicely on the intersection of your axis one. You don't go and find like this kind. Then like your line like that, right? Then you like that, right? Then this one your grid like that. This one is what? You don't tell me this is 3.625. How you know? In the middle of nowhere. So find points that lie like that one. Can you all see the difference? Okay? So help yourself. So how to help yourself? Use a pencil, right? Don't use the cuckoo one. Some of you all use this kind of, wow, then your pencil blunt until you all draw so thick one at the line. That's the first thing that you should not be doing. Second thing is draw a line as long as possible. So you got many options. Can? Okay? Okay, let's start with our first question. So let's see what we have. So we're going to draw the graph, right, of log y against x. So I draw for you already, but I don't know which one is it. We draw the table, then you all will know which points, okay? Behind got one more. All right. So from here, we're going to draw our table first. Can we draw our table together? Okay. You all just help me to calculate, okay? So for putting in your values, right, those of you who have done this, I mean, everybody did this in school, right? What did your teacher say about rounding off ugly values? Any criterias? So most of the time, right, in O-level, the question will say round off to 2 decimal place. If the question does not say, right, okay, you can follow from here. So you can see everything is like nice, like 2 significant figure. You can follow, you are not wrong. But my recommendation is max 2 decimal place. Because you put 3.46785, you plot for me lah. Cannot see, right? Correct or not? So you just plot maybe 3.45. Okay, can plot. So my recommendation is 2 decimal place, like worst case scenario. Okay, they should not mark you wrong because Marcus report say up to you. All right, just don't everything put as whole number lah. 375 cannot lah. Then too inaccurate already. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plot what against what. We're going to plot log y against x. Okay, but I want you all to take your pencil. Please remind yourself this is y-axis. This is x-axis because a lot of times I forget, then I plot wrongly. Okay, so what we're going to have is how many values are there? 7. Wow, good luck. So I'm going to just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just x correct? So now I must use this one here. Okay, so Rian, can you help me with so everything we do, yeah, we can just put 2DP is very safe. 2DP or 3SF very safe. Yeah, sometimes your number in thousands, then maybe you don't put 3SF. But not everything become 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So 2DP is the safest lah. Alright? Okay. Rian, you help me with this one, okay? Help me to key the first log y. Meaning you just key your calculator, log 50. What do you get, my dear? Log 50. What do you get? Okay, Zhe Xiang, you help me with the next one. Then we go in order, okay? Okay, log 50 gives me. You need ruler? Anyone needs ruler? Yesterday got people draw freehand, I fainted. Okay, log 50 is 1.70. You help me check, I have faith, Okay. Oh, you finding calculator? No, you use mine? You have. Okay. Okay, you go the next one, Okay, Wayne, you help me with the next one? Log 1.49. Okay, round up accordingly, okay? Next one, Ying Ting. Okay, Zhe Xiang, you do the next one. Wait, 1.47? Is it? 1.39. Oh, okay. I a bit deaf, sorry. Okay. Then Zhe Xiang, yours? Okay, no stress. Log 12, right? Thank you. You rounded up also, right? Next one, Sophia? Fifth? 6, Jialat? Do the wrong question. Oh no. Okay, log 2.9. Round up, ah? Okay, thank you. So we draw a table. Yes. Auto 1 1.40, huh? Okay, thank you. So we all round up accordingly, okay? Okay, so round up. Okay, so the next thing here, right, is everybody must round up accordingly, lah, because you're rounding off already, so round up, lah. Yeah, 2dp, can. Very nice, okay? So everything from here, right, because you see, for this one, if I do 3SF, like no use, imagine 0.667, no need to draw, right? Okay, so don't need, okay? Okay, so what we have here is how to visualize where's the y-intercept. Your y-intercept is for the x-axis equals to 0. That means it falls over here. Do you agree with me? So you watch the trend. So a bit bigger lah. So maybe your highest point, right, you can do 2 or 2.1. You know what I mean? So you don't go and start from 1.7 at the top of the paper, then cannot already lah. Alright? Okay, you all help me to see which graph is this. Which graph is this? 1 and 1.7. This one lah. This one, I just take this. I think the what? Can see? Yeah, you have? Okay, use that bar. You have? Oh, okay. Yeah, make sure you see the correct one. Yeah, correct. Yeah, okay. Use your ruler. Where's your bar? Yeah, correct. This is the one. The other one. Yeah. Okay, don't do wrong. Okay, draw the line for me until it cuts the y-axis. So Rian, use the graph that I sent you, okay? Sound like Xiao Ting Tai, keep digging thing. Ruler, very good question. I only got a short one, can? Wow, you got long ruler. 3+ rulers. Who else got long ruler? Nobody. Okay, let me find the. Downstairs very rowdy, very curious to see who are they. Last year also every Monday, yes, ma'am. Oh, for what? Cannot. Because the question will always say from the graph. No, it's in agak. Oh, agak can. Yeah, agak. Yeah. Can, of course. Oh, okay, you wait, I help you. Even if you draw long, always using the block, then you keep your x. So it's here. You keep making. Okay, yeah, one try. 1 and 1. A bit waste time. That one more for checking. Usually just visualize. Okay, you all draw already? So from here, that one I will only teach later part. Teach now or later they confuse it, anyhow press. Yeah, she found a trick to check the calculator. That one I only teach nearing O level. Okay, so you all draw the line ready, right? Okay, so when you all draw the line ready, so this is the graph, right? So draw nice, okay? So I'll draw in my pencil also. So I'll draw. Hey guys, I tell you all, okay, my graph not very nice because, right, your graph paper got a lot more grids. Can you understand this? Okay, this is something I want to tell you, okay? Can I have everybody's attention, okay? Guys, you all saw something like this, right? When you all see something like this, right, what I want you all to do is very quickly, go and scan through the question first. Okay, scan through the question meaning what? See whether the question got say anything about error or not. So you see, then they will say that, oh, identify the wrong way. Okay, then you are more like, wow, thank God, this one got error one. Understand or not? Because, right, I'm not surprised that when you are drawing your linear law, you all plot wrongly. So don't always assume that. So sometimes when you plot, suddenly got one funny point, right? You check the question first. If they have an error, they confirm will test you about the error one. Do I make sense? Alright? If they never test, you go and check all your plots properly again. Okay? Don't be so convinced and confident of yourself, okay? So now we have this one. So we draw already, So, okay, we continue, okay? So now we draw already. Have I drawn? Okay, I draw and I also cut already, Okay, so the first one is identify the wrong value of y. So that means, what do you understand? That means if the y value is wrong, right? That means the other value confirm correct lah. Agree with me, right? So we go to this one here. You need to estimate the correct value of y. Okay, can you help me to improve my graph a little bit? Because you're going to get deducted marks. I'm going to do this in bright pink, okay? This one over here, you must put log y. Okay, because there was no way I could do it on the decimals. I don't know how come. Then after that, okay, I just going to draw a random line here. You don't have to start here, okay? So this one here will be x, like that. Okay, so one thing I always tell my students is x-axis. Okay, you all draw already? Okay, you all draw already, you all go back to this part. I forgot to tell you all just now. This one here, very important. X-axis, right, must start from 0. Can we understand what's the reason why it must start from 0, Faith? When x equals to 0, I can find the y-intercept. You understand that? So you must start from 0. Y-axis, you can start with any number as long as your graph is big enough. Okay? Clear, huh? So you all don't do funny things, okay? So we pray hard that in exam, right, they draw the axis for you. But I doubt so, especially your WA, because O-level they will draw, because O-level, how they mark your O-level is that they will draw on a transparent sheet of paper. Then they will just put it over your graph. If your graph like super off, right, then your graph wrong already, like no one trying to say. So they will always make sure that everybody's scale is the same. Yeah, but for your WA, teachers will one by one open their eyes and check one. Okay, so x-axis must start from 0 without fail. Okay, you never start from 0, you don't do this question, because might as well don't waste time already. Okay, so now we see from here, okay, we're going to find the correct value. Okay, so we all can see, right, this is the wrong value, but the wrong value is at where? It's at x equals to 3. So we got x equals to 3 over here. Okay, so you have 3 bracket, you can find something lah. For my line, I think mine is 1.3. Do you also get 1.3? About there, plus minus, okay? So this one here, I will always label. So when I label, right, I will label this one as part II. Dot, dot. Okay, part II like that. Okay, so now we are not done because I managed to get the correct coordinates. But guys, can you all remind me or not? This is x, correct? But this is not y, What is this supposed to be, Jia? What axis is this? This is x, correct, right? But this one is? Correct. Good job. So when they ask me to solve, right, for part 2, right? Okay, for part 2 when I'm supposed to solve, the only thing I know, right, is that when x equals to 3, my log y is equals to 1.3. So Rian, if I want to find y, right, how do I find y? What's the base of LG? The base of LG is?
10.
Oh, thank you. Good job. So 10 power 1.3. So your press calculator. 10 power 1.3, 3SF can ready. Okay, 10 power 1.3. So this is 20.0. Okay, what the reason why their answer and my answer a bit different is because my decimal grid a bit too big. I think the answer is not 1.3. If you draw on graph paper, right, I remember the answer was about 1.34, something like that. That's why we got a bit of difference for this part here, okay? So we ignore all the answer. We learn the skills first, yeah? Okay, everybody understand this? Why am I so particular about this? Why am I nagging at y'all so much? Because it's not x and y. It's x and log y. Saw that, right? Okay, so now you're supposed to estimate the value of a and b. So you see, guys, this is the given equation, correct? And what are you plotting? You're plotting log y. So you have to open up for me. Okay, let me do over here. So for part 3, right? A is wrong. Y is equals to AB power minus x. Okay, AB power minus x. So what we have from here is, you want log y, correct? So please, log both sides. Okay, log y equals to log this whole thing here. Alright, Jiala, how do you split the right side? Be careful, it must be log something and log something. What will it become?
Log A and log A plus log B.
Very nice, good job. Log b power negative x, right? Correct, good job. Okay, then your power negative x can bring forward. Yeah, correct. So we're going to rearrange big Y equals to negative log B x. You understand how I bring down? Okay, plus log A. So this is what you're plotting. Log y against x. This is my gradient. This is my y-intercept. You know how I bring the x down? I show you all if you are confused, okay? So you bring down negative x log b. But because I want y equals to mx plus c, right? So I'll rearrange to negative log b and then x, so I can see my mx. Is it clearer? Or anything, okay? Okay, so we have this one here. So we must understand that, oh, log b is gradient. Oh, minus log b is gradient. Log a is y-intercept. Let's find a and b accordingly. Log a is easier lah, guys. Because log a, right, is just your y-intercept. So y-intercept, right, I'm going to just read off my table. My graph, okay? Please remember you are not allowed to use calculator and then go and solve, and then write down the answer. So use your graph. Okay, just young. What is your y-intercept? You can see from your table. Your graph. Why did you say table? Oh my god. Agak can already. Okay, says here, this one here. So this one is 1.9. So same thing, if you use your graph paper, I believe got a lot of different answers, okay? So this is 1.9. So darling, how do I find A? You can do it. What's the base? So 10, what? 1.9. Yes, correct. Okay, 10 power 1.9. So then this one is 79.432. Then 3SF, 79.4. Guys, linear law is one of the rare times, right? When you're finding gradient and y-intercept, right? You can give your answer in 3SF. Because when you do equations of tangent and normal, sure exact one. Okay, what's the answer that they gave us? See, almost the same lah, huh? Can be better because my graph not so accurate lah. Okay, now the troublesome part. I got 6 minutes. Okay, now the troublesome part. The troublesome part is finding your gradient. So when you find your gradient, right, guys? Okay, I use a super bright color. Okay, find your gradient. I show you what kind of points I'm talking about. You are not allowed to use anything that is on the line now. Cannot use this one. So what I have here is, you see, guys, this is the kind of point I'm talking about. Can you see it lies on the intersection? Nice. Yeah, I find some more for you, okay? So this kind, yucks, the one. This one can. Okay, this one can. Then, this one also can. This one also can. You know what I mean? There's a lot one. So choose nice. So when you all choose, right? Okay, I write, I choose this one. This one nice one lying on 1. So this one is 4.4. 4.4, 1. They need you to write. Okay? So maybe in order for me to differentiate, I can use like a cross or something lah. Normally when you all plot, you all use crosses, right? So you can use either cross or dots. They don't care one. They are fine. Okay, so 4 and 1. Then after that, right? Maybe I choose another one. Far away also can. This one is 2.2 and 1.45. Okay, like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use these 2 points to calculate the gradient. Okay? Faith, what do you think our gradient will be though? Positive or negative? Yeah, this is something we should be very careful of. Sometimes we do funny things on. Okay, Ken? Good job. So the gradient will be negative. So I'm going to just press calculator. 1 minus 1.45. But you have to do the equations, the working properly, okay? 4.4 minus 2.2. Okay, I got my gradient already. So your gradient, right? So I go back, Okay, so from here, I put my gradient, right? Then I put dot, because I do working. You don't put dot in the exam, I got lazy to write, So you can write it as a negative. Usually, if can fraction, then good lah. Then you put in fraction lah, okay? But if cannot, then just 3SF. So now, right, what we understand is, our gradient is what? Our gradient is the negative log B, So negative log B equals to this one here. So you're supposed to find B. So Jia, what will you do first? Got negative. So get rid of the? Yeah, correct. Get rid of the negative. Then what is B, my dear? Oh, yes. Good job. Correct. Then now just put 5SF, then 3SF. So 10 power, this one here, you will get 1.6015 and 1.603SF. And we are done. We are done with A and B. You understand the logic here? So they will test like that. Yeah, so it's this kind of things, I tell, especially for WA, right? No choice, you must train your speed. Because you realize when I do this, right, actually this whole portion here, right, should not take me more than 3 minutes. Then drawing the graph should not take me more than 4 minutes. Yeah. Because you imagine if your WA got all the maxima, minima question, right? Well, I think maybe you leave this to the last. I think a bit scary. Okay, can. Okay, give me now it's 8:57. Give me another 5 minutes. I think I can finish, okay? No, very easy already. Okay, come, last part already. So my last part from here, okay, they want me to estimate the value. Guys, don't get scared. Because you must realize something. You all saw this one? You all saw this one? Do you realize this and this is the same? Same, right? So you can change it to, actually all they want me to do is, they just want me to find out, estimate the value of x, right? So I write down, find x when y equals to 5. But you cannot go to your graph and draw y equals to 5. What is the reason? My axis is not y. My axis is log y. You all saw that? Yes, so I must key. So that's the last part. They always try to trick you. They'll give you the x and y value, but your graph confirm not x and y one, confirm something else. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to find our log y first. So log y will be log 5. Okay, so same thing like what Rian asked, right? 2dp is fine, Rian. Then we can plot can already. So log 5 gives me 0.70, because it's 0.69897. So 0.70. So what I'm going to do is, go to your graph, children, draw dotted lines. Okay, so 0.7 where? 0.7 is here. So I'm going to draw like that. So I draw. Then I read. Okay, now this is there's a small problem here. You need me to improvise for you, okay? Okay, I will help you. This is 5.85. Anyhow one, but your graph will be very nice, okay? So from here, right, you're lucky lah, because this one is just x only. So x equals to 5.85. So you can write down, so from your graph, right, you will understand that x equals to 5.85. If your axis is x square, you still need to square root, then you can find the x from there. Hey, oh my god, I'm a genius. Almost the same. Okay, so this is how you do. So remember, for linear law, always whatever that you want to do on your graph, make sure the axis is correct. Oh my god, I'm 1 minute early. Okay, so this is what we have. So maybe those who are tested, right, you all can go ahead and practice question 1 and question 1 is very easy, so you all can tick yourself. Question 1 is okay. Then maybe one more will be question 4, 1 and 4. Alright, then I'll be more than happy to mark for you. If you're stuck halfway, just let me know. But those of you who are not tested, right, try to internalize it so that when we come back to it, we don't take too long, okay? Then we can understand a lot faster. Yay, well done. We are done for today. Let me send the homework in our chat. Any questions as usual? Just message me. Just ask me anytime. Yes, ma'am. Go toilet. Yes, please go. Then let me send. This is what class? 7 to 9, right? Okay, so please bring the WA package. Looks quite easy, that paper. Not too scary. Just I print for you already. You wait. Okay, please bring this and complete. Then next week, we will go through this. If we are fast, if everybody did the homework, then we should be quite fast. Today I slowed down a little bit because I was worried if we couldn't catch up. But I think this time is good, so it should be fine. Okay, so next week we go through the homework in the first half an hour. Practice one short paper. The remaining 45 minutes, I want to start with integration techniques. Okay, that's my goal. Alright, okay, no questions. See you all next week. Got questions, stay behind and ask me. Anytime, just message me. Alright, okay.